Hey everybody, it's Norman Will. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Garage Door. Today we're going to head over and see a guy named Wink who has spent a lot of time in his Corvette. I think our choice of car today is very black and white. All right, we made it out to Wink's house. Wink, thank you so much for having us out and sharing your car with us.
I'm here.
Here is good. So what we're gonna do now is step aside, let Wink open up his garage door so we can see this cool Corvette. All right, Wink, first of all, I have to say, it looks like you have a thing for red Chevrolets. You got three of them here.
Red on red.
Red on red with a little bit more red over there on the side. Okay, tell me about this really nice C5 Corvette.
C5.
Tell me about it.
Okay, when I retired in 2001, I had two Corvettes. I had a his and a hers. And we sold both of those and ordered this from the dealer. Had it delivered to the Corvette Museum.
So you got the museum delivery.
Right. And we picked it up December 21st, 2001.
Oh, nice. So bought it brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new, and you've had it ever since.
And part of the pictures that I gave you shows us wandering around in the museum before the delivery, and we found it. It was parked in the shady area.
Oh, wow. Walked up on your own car. That had to have been a really cool feeling.
Yeah, I'm a founding member of the Corvette Museum.
Are you really?
I joined it 2 years before it opened.
Oh, wow. Up there in Bowling Green.
Right.
Very, very cool. So this is an '02 convertible.
Right.
Is it a base Corvette or is it
base?
Okay, a base Corvette. So, ladies and gentlemen, the thing about this that is really interesting about this car, yes, it's a 2002 Corvette convertible. But the interesting thing about this car, and the reason that I wanted to come out and talk to you, is the fact that this car and you have been to all 48 states.
Of the lower states.
The lower states. You haven't been to Hawaii or Alaska.
I have, the car.
A little expensive to get it all the way over there. So, when did that journey start? How long have you been doing it? How many miles are on the car?
Yeah, if you look on the windshield,
Yeah.
the 50th anniversary Caravan. That was my first cruise. I started out from North Carolina and joined the Caravan to the museum, or actually the factory.
Yeah.
And drove in that. And then from there, I took off out west, went all the way up to Milwaukee and across the Dakotas,
Yeah.
Wyoming, Idaho,
Montana?
Washington,
Oh, okay.
all the way down.
So, did you do this all in one shot, or is this over the course of several years?
It's over the course of several years.
Okay.
The next year, I had a shrine convention. I'm a very active shriner.
Very, very. Thank you for all you do with the Shriners.
And the convention was in Anaheim, California. So I drove to Anaheim.
So, you had destinations, like you went from Florida to California, and along the way, you're stopping in each one of those states. That is so cool. Such a cool story. How many miles are on it now?
106,000.
106,000. I thought it actually was going to be more than that, but still runs good, still doing just tip top. Sounded great when you pulled it out. Now, who's your co-pilot?
That's Fezzy. He's the shrine mascot.
Okay.
I do shrine parades, and I set him up on the back.
There you go.
And I've got a rod attached to his arm, so I can wave at the kids.
I bet they love that. Bet they love that. I don't even know how many states I've been to, but clearly I have not been to all 48 lower states. Favorite state that you've been to?
An interesting one was in Yellowstone Park. And I
Is
was
that
wanting,
Wyoming?
it's in Wyoming.
Wyoming, okay.
And I was wanting to go to Glacier Park in Montana and asked directions, what's the best way to get there. And they said, no, there's this road that goes out of the north of Yellowstone up to Montana, but it's only open 4 months a year. It snowed in the rest of the time.
Right.
And there's nothing on it.
Zero.
There's 2 exits that go down to a dirt road to somebody's ranch. I never went under 100 miles an hour.
See, that had to be fun. That had to be super fun.
At one point, I asked my wife how fast she thought I was going. She said, I don't know. She was looking at the mountaintop.
Yeah.
She looked over the speedometer. It was 165.
Oh my God. 165 miles, just tooling along.
Yeah,
Did you have the top down or top up?
top of it.
Okay. That's
I couldn't put it down. I had too much stuff in the car.
Oh, that's
But,
great.
She grabbed the camera and took a picture of the dash, and I'd slowed down to 125. So one of the pictures I gave you is the speedometer at 125.
Oh, that's great. So Wink, what you made this kind of placard of all your routes and all the states that you've been to, the original window sticker and a picture of you and your wife with it. This is so cool. So these are all the routes that you've taken.
Right.
What made you decide to do this? And where did you get all the stickers? From each state?
RVs have these signs on them.
They do, you're
and they
right.
put a sticker on for every state they've been through.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I'd do that for all 48. I haven't been to Alaska or Hawaii.
There's the proof. Every single route in every single state. All of them. Kind of skirted Georgia. This is a really cool way that you've displayed this, and you paid 51 grand for it back in 2002. No plans on getting rid of it. No, absolutely no plans on getting rid of it. Such a cool car. All the Shriner stuff you do, all the parades you've done. You've put a lot of miles, a lot of seat time in that car.
I do a lot of shows around here. I'm a member of the local Corvette club, and they put shows on just about every weekend somewhere.
Yep.
And so I stay busy.
Good. And there's no reason to have them if you're not going to get them out and use them. And clearly, you have gotten out and used this Corvette. That is such a cool story. Wink, thank you so much for sharing your story. And all 48 lower states this car and Wink have been in.
And Canada.
And Canada. That's right.
It's
Toronto.
been to the Mexico border a couple times, but never across.
Didn't want to go in? Wink, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're going to head back to the dealership and wrap it up. All right, Wink, thank you so much for having us out to your house and sharing that Corvette and your really cool story with us, too. 106,000 miles he's put on that car in all the lower 48 states, every single one of them, and Canada. We also learned as we were leaving that Wink, that's not his only Corvette that he's had. He's had 18 Corvettes over the course of his life, and all of them super, super nice. Make sure you check out all of our platforms below, and make sure you're here next Thursday for the season finale of Behind the Garage Door.
Stingray Chevrolet, relax, enjoy the difference.